And here we are, the finale of Saladin, and our third crusade adventures will be facing off against Richard and the former Barbarossa soldiers and everybody here, the Lion and the Demon. Let's go.
The city of Acre. Nearly 21 years have I ridden with Saladin. When word of the Saracen victory at Jerusalem reached Europe, another crusade was launched. The kings of the three most powerful nations in Europe, England, France, and the Holy Roman Empire, embarked for the Holy Land with thousands of troops. Saladin knows that his most dangerous opponent is Richard the Lionheart of England, a brilliant tactician who learned the art of war fighting against his own father. He builds colossal fortresses.
Remember Cyprus? Yeah.
Lines, the ideal of a heroic warrior. Richard's army has come ashore near Acre. Much of Saladin's army is trapped in the city, while two monstrous English trebuchets pound at Acre's walls. If Richard can defeat our army here, he can walk into Jerusalem unopposed. Saladin knows that this is the climax of his jihad. All of the Crusader states have fallen. If the Saracens can hold Acre, then the Europeans will be forced to return home. If Acre falls, then the centuries-long nightmare of eternal war, raid and counter-raid, begin again. All of Saladin's victories will be for nothing.
So let's not lose. Construct and defend a wonder. Nope. Not doing that. Saladin is restricted to a pop limit of 100. When you're ready to build a wonder, we're not building a wonder. Attacking one of your enemies early can benefit you later on? Definitely. Managing a large city can be confusing. This ain't nothing. Saladin controls Acre, a well-fortified city on the coast, which is currently surrounded by Crusader armies. The Genoese, Franks, and the Knights Templar are to the north. It's Genoese, Franks, Knight Templar, Richard, Jerusalem. And yeah, Richard and Jerusalem are to the east. Sounds good.
Let us show the infidel dogs of the West a sight the likes of which no son of Europe has ever seen.
Oh, that's so lame. It used to be, let us show the infidel dogs of the West the sight the likes of which no son of Europe has ever seen. Or something like that. Oh yeah, we have Archers of the Eyes again. Feels good. Remember these guys from Saladin 4? How we got a ton of value out of them until we lost them all horribly. Anyway, in case you're wondering why I'm not building a wonder, it's because there is an achievement for beating all your enemies instead of building a wonder. So we're gonna do that. Honestly, I even think it's easier to actually just go out and defeat everybody than it is to build a wonder. But yeah, you have a lot of enemies. So get to going. Because if you just let them build up, then you're probably screwed, honestly. It's definitely the hardest scenario in the campaign. But you can see most of them have very low scores right now. But they all do start in post-Imperial Age. Except the Genoese, for some reason. Also, the Genoese are now Italians. Obviously, they used to be Byzantines. And Jerusalem is now Franks. Again, very confusing since they were Byzantines in Saladin 4, but whatever. Nearly honored my own trebuchet to death right there. Oh, these Archers of the Eyes aren't going to be lasting too long. Which makes sense, I suppose. Considering we're just trying to take the fight to them right away. Goddamn siege rams. Franks don't have siege rams. Okay. Hopefully that's most of what the Franks have. Oh, and all of their frickin' keeps, which again, Franks don't have, are now on little hills. Frickin' just FE things. Look at them, they're all on little one-tile hills. I only actually have one archery range. Sorry, housing area. New construction. Oh boy. Forgot about the cannon galleons. Come on, Mameluke, show me your anti-ship bonus. 1 HP. Perfect. The keep I don't really care that much about. Obviously just trying to get our eco up behind this. And we're going to need to make a little bit of a varied army depending on who exactly we're attacking at the time. Because Mamelukes are going to do very well versus the Templar and the Franks with all of their cavalry and stuff. But really horribly against Richard and his longbowmen. So we kind of need to go for like HCA plus Mameluke, which is insanely expensive. But you can see how much it benefits us to attack early. You still have 4 Archers of the Eyes left. The power of micro! Oh, that guy died somewhere along the way. Get another couple of trebs. And some more cav archers. And some Mamelukes. Now we're starting to get our eco more up and running. But yeah, like, even though they have towers and stuff, and a few of them have castles, their bases aren't, like, incredibly, you know, big fortified cities like the last scenario. None of them are walled or anything. There we go. We'll need more wood income. Yeah, also, a lot of the enemies make a lot of onagers. Thankfully, the two-tone player doesn't really make siege onagers, but I think Richard and Jerusalem both make a lot of regular onagers, which can be plenty scary. Yeah, even just having a few Mamelukes to help out with the Paladins can be huge. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the scenario where you get the Accursed Tower and the Tower of Flies. The Accursed Tower is way better. It has almost 4,000 HP and it has 16 frickin' range. So we're gonna do everything we can to keep that guy alive. Ah! Frickin' crenellations, man! Oh, and Ironclad. Yeah, these rams are totally gonna take out that Treb. Don't have the greatest supply of wood in the world. HCA. Whoa, 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 back up the truck. Losing more units to castles for free. But yeah, with all of these towers and castles, you do have to be real careful. Are you kidding me? Freaking AI micro. Oh, you come on. And more cap rams killing my trebs. Wonderful. Oh yeah, here are the Genoese. Ugh. Alright. Need to beat a little bit of a retreat. Can I have 1 gold, please? Thanks. Yeah, like I said, they make a lot of onagers. But that's what the Accursed Tower is here to help us with. RIP. Wood income is definitely a problem. But we're kind of stuck here until we can evict the enemies to the north, like the Franks and Genoese. I wonder how much they cost to repair. Because obviously you can't build them. Genoese warship sighted. Well. Wait, is it consuming any resources? Okay, it looks like it's consuming a little bit of stone. But really not that much. Jerk! Anyway, I have tons of stone, but we can sell it. God damn, zealotry is expensive. one of the... I don't think I've mentioned this in the campaign so far, but a change I'd love to see for Saracens is to make Zealotry only plus 20 HP, but like half the cost, and then just give them a bonus where they have plus 10 HP for their camels. So in effect, you get the same thing. It's just, they get a bonus for their camels in the mid-game, which it seems kind of weird for Saracens, who are kind of like the camel civ before Indians came out, to not have a camel bonus until post-Imp, with like one of the most expensive unique techs in the game. Functionally, it would make their camels still a little bit worse than Indian camels against ranged units, but better against melee units. I think it would just be a nice solid bonus for them. Awesome, we got the Franks. That is a lot of Teutonic Knights. But that's why we have the Cav Archers and the 3 remaining Archers of the Eyes. And we'll also add in siege rams for when we deal with Richard, so then we're going to have like the most insane late game army. Speaking of that, let's get a castle up over here.
Crusaders of Jerusalem approach our walls.
Get that guy. The Genoese don't make any land units as far as I remember. I think they have like 1 light cav, and then that's it. Okay, those guys are fine. And we're just gonna go around the towers and just snipe the TC. Oh, whoops.
Lord Saladin, the Shah of Persia is sending reinforcements by transport.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. How could you forget about that? That's like one of the most awesome things about the scenario. The Persians are helping us out. And we get 5 fully upgraded elite war elephants. So that is more useful than most allies in these campaigns. They don't betray you, they don't just send units to attack, you know, walls. Just, you know, they sail in, they give you 5 fully upgraded elite war elephants and sail out. Oh no! The accursed tower! No! Fail. Oh, apparently this did get up. Sick. Come, my elephantos. Anyway, the Genoese should mostly be dead. I guess all these guys were just attacked by warships. Get some more vills over this way or something. Wait, what? Get those docks. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering, there used to be a strategy that you could use on this scenario where there's an island to the west, and if you used to be able to, you know, sail over there, build the wonder on that, and then all you have to worry about is the Genoese, because no one else builds a navy. They made it so that you can no longer do that. Like, the wonder doesn't fit. So no more sneaky, sneaky, cheesy, cheesy strats. You gotta take him out the old-fashioned way. Wait, didn't I tell you to attack this dock like forever ago? Well, there's our pop cap. Hopefully. Maybe that'll be enough to make them resign? Who knows? Regardless, they're not a threat. Now we go for everyone else. This army is so expensive. Look at these beautiful elephants, man. If only there were more opportunities to use them. Yeah, Richard should just be directly east of the Knight Templar. I wonder what happened to the Hospitallers. You know, we were fighting them in Saladin 3 and 4. And orange is the only color that's not used here, so maybe they were originally going to be here as well, but then they just figured that was too many enemies. Because usually gray is just a color that is never really used. For instance, it's the only color that doesn't... There is not a single campaign in all of Age of Empires that you play as gray. Well, of the official ones. Yeah, but there are probably some custom campaigns that you do, but... Talking about the official ones! Anyway, this is a big fight. They have God's Own Sling and Bad Neighbor? Yes, they do. 20 plus 1 range. 2000 plus 2? Where are they getting the second attack from? First one's with chemistry like the normal Trebs. I have no idea what the other one is. They have very little pierce armor, though, compared to normal Trebs. Oh, hello! Anyway, how's this going? Not that well. Oh yeah, Warwolf. Yeah, we didn't have to worry about that one in Age of Conquerors. Oh! Big yikes. Do need more eco, honestly. That's my only TC, because this one was destroyed. And of course, Richard has 2 castles, just to be annoying. Nah. Let's bring these guys in. I mean, we're not doing horribly, just not doing super well. What I should be doing, if I were smart, be dropping another town center. Oh, and I probably should have dropped a mining camp over there, so, you know, it's not literally the worst possible walking distance. What? Seriously? God's own sling? You have nothing better to do with your life than to attack a mining camp? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Alright, probably need to regroup a little bit. Nope, siege rams are really good against Britons, as it turns out. Even trebuchets only deal 5 damage to them. Which, in case you're wondering, is the exact reason that the rams have increasing pierce armor. Because it's 180 for battering rams. I believe 190 for capped rams. And then 195 for siege rams. Like, the only scenario in which that matters is against trebuchets. Because they're the only thing that has a high enough attack. Oh yeah, my 4 fishing ships from the very beginning are still working. They have probably been instrumental, in fact, in keeping me with a food income. Oh, that's not going to work out so well for you, Jerusalem. Oh yeah, so back in Age of Kings Conquerors HD, Jerusalem was Byzantines, like I said earlier, but they made a lot of heavy camels instead of light cav. Other than that, they are making the exact same sorts of things. They also made champions, they also made onagers. It's just now light cav instead of heavy camels, which I guess they thought it was weird that you're facing a bunch of camels, because, you know, the Crusaders probably weren't really the heavy utilizers of camels. No. Oh, yeah. That's the sound of me being annoyed they built another town center. The gall of them fighting back. But if you want to, like, go the old-fashioned way and build the wonder in the scenario to win, you literally just do the exact same thing, but probably somewhere after defeating the Franks and the Genoese and before we really laid siege to Richard and the Templar. Like, somewhere around there, you start the wonder. You just spend the resources for the wonder. I mean, you can just sell a bunch of your stone that I'm just saving for a rainy day. That's another rebuilt town center. Have all my upgrades. Oh, hey. Rip that castle. You guys aren't going to be too useful. Yeah, I think they were inside our walls, actually. But yeah, whatever strategy you choose to go for here, it's very important that you attack quickly. Well, at least on hard difficulty, obviously. Like, all of my advice is for hard difficulty. I mean, like, on lower difficulties, you can just do whatever the hell you want, I guess. Yeah, but honestly, Acre itself is way less safe than just this eco over here, just because they'd kind of have to get through all of my reinforcements to raid these villagers. Whereas Acre, like, it doesn't hold any strategic value anymore. So the Templar are still in it, as is Richard and Jerusalem. Unless they change it, you can still... Yeah, you can research spies if they're, you know, there are random units hiding around you need to track down, but we haven't even defeated Jerusalem yet. Well, like, you know, destroyed their base. Okay. Where, oh where to look? Oh, that could have gone better. I guess Franks compared to Byzantines are a scarier enemy to go against because their military units tend to be stronger, at least the ones they make. Their champions have blast furnace. Their onagers and trebuchets have siege engineers, but they're worse defensively without bracer. I guess bracer is the big one, or keep, I guess. Well, actually, they start with keeps anyway, because they're cheaters! Holy trebuchet, Batman! That's a lot of trebuchet. Let's just get all of the Mamelukes together. Kill these frickin' trebs before they, I guess, level literally everything. Just snipe random villagers. Slowly be kill the ram. Yeah, just like the last scenario, so much of this map is taken up by water that the actual... Even though the map size is quite large, the area in which you fight is not as big as it would appear. Anyway, there goes Jerusalem. I guess after we just annihilated those trebuchets. 4,200 gold for spies still. There are like 40 enemy villagers still left. Where the hell are they? Oh, here are some. I assume there's... Yeah, the TC's over here. They rebuilt over here. Oh, actually the Templar are still in, too. Just gotta look around. Richard's just not giving up, man. Alright, what are its buys? Still 3,200. There we go. Oh, here are the Templar. That's a lot of capped rams. Do they even have a town center? Nope, they're just building capped rams. Guess destroy all these random buildings. I guess the AI are like... there was another scenario where we were doing that, like, because the AI is not triggered to, like, resign. Because your victory condition is, like, it's quote-unquote supposed to be building the wonder, so I guess they just don't have any sort of AI script goals or whatever where they would resign. Like, you know, if under X many villagers and military units or whatever. Which is usually, I believe, how AI are scripted to resign. Are you kidding me? Richard the Annoying Heart. Okay, there are the Templar. That's just frickin' Richard. Oh yeah, I forgot that the send all military units to location thing exists. Well, with DE. Anyway, you can see that some well-placed rocks prevent you from building the wonder on this island, which is the one I mentioned earlier, that you can kind of cheese the scenario by building the wonder and then only worrying about the Genoese. Also, here's the Persian outpost, just hanging around. It's a little bit more built up than it used to be. It used to just be the dock and the guard tower and the transport ship. Now they added, you know, this little pier, a house, some walls. And it just looks a little nicer. Richard, Richard, Richard. Why you gotta be a bitchard? Come on, stop it! Yay!
The first year of my freedom.
Freedom! Oh wait, volume.
The two respected adversaries have begun to speak, finally, of peace. War is not gentle with men's health. Richard fell ill with a fever. Because he respected his enemy, Saladin sent Richard fruit and mountain snow to comfort him. Soon enough, Richard boarded a ship headed back to England. The Third Crusade is over. The final treaty was signed on September the 2nd, 1192. By its terms, Jerusalem remains in Saracen hands, but Christian pilgrims are to be allowed to visit all the holy places, freely and safely. It seems a fitting compromise to a war that has been fought over religion and land. The war is over, but I do not think I shall ever set foot in Normandy again. I want to see the steel foundries in Damascus, and the gardens of the Caliph in Baghdad. I've never seen the mighty Crac the Chevalier, now fallen fortress of the Knights Hospitaller. The Holy Land has many wondrous sights, and I can spend a lifetime here. It is peace in the Holy Land, for the moment. Sadly, in a land so small, home to so many different cultures, the birthplace of 3 of the world's great religions. I suspect that blood may one day stain the sand again.
And that is true 800 years later, unfortunately. 1 second over the 1 hour mark. Nice KD. Lots of resources. Alrighty, and that will conclude Saladin and the Third Crusade. Next up, I believe we'll be going back to the Forgotten. Okay, so that goes to 1191, and I think it's Prithviraj. Yeah, 1192. So we're going to the Indian campaign next, and this one has been completely redone. Almost completely. Actually, no, totally completely. Yeah, so see you guys for that next time.